Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel CHANNE'S Cooking. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. Please don't leave without subscribing, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support, and please do continue to like, share and comment. I'm so excited about today because I'm gonna be showing you how I make my family's favorite. And from the looks of things, you're seeing yeast, so you know what's happening. I'm gonna be making some Jamaican Coco Bread. Yes, I'm gonna be making cocoa bread, and I'm gonna be showing you my step-by-step recipe. So please stay tuned. All right, so first things first, I have a pack of yeast. It's about 2 teaspoons. I'm going to be pouring this into my bowl. Right. Then I'm going to be adding to this 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. So 1 tablespoon granulated sugar. And then I have half a cup of room temperature water. I'm going to be pouring it into this bowl with the granulated sugar and the yeast. I'm gonna stir, and then I will set this aside until it rises in volume. So stir, or until you see it starts to like bubble. Yeah. All right. So we set this aside. Okay guys, so in a separate bowl, I'm gonna be adding 2 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar. Again, that's 2 tablespoons. Then I'm gonna be adding 2 tablespoons of melted margarine. Next, I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm gonna add a cup of water, stir a little, and then 1/4 cup milk to this mixture, and we stir well. Okay guys, so now we're on to step 3. So in this large bowl, I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour. To this, I'm going to be adding the melted margarine, the sugar, the milk, the water to the 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to be adding the yeast. And the yeast should look something like this. I'm going to pour that in. And for this step, you have to make sure that your hands are nice and clean. Mine's nice and clean, so I'm going to knead this. Alright guys, so now that I'm done kneading the dough, next step I'm going to take some margarine and I'm going to grease my dough. Just rub it all over your dough. A generous amount. Then I'm also going to be doing the same thing to my bowl. I'm going to grease my bowl. So that's done. So the next thing, I'm gonna leave this in my bowl. I'm gonna cover it with a nice and clean kitchen towel, and we're gonna leave it until it rises. Okay guys, so now we're on to step 4. So the dough has risen twice in size. First thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna punch the air out the dough. Again, make sure your hands are nice and clean. So we're just punching out the air. Alright, next thing that we're gonna do is make sure your surface area is nice and clean. We're gonna dust it with a little bit of flour. And we're doing this so it doesn't stick onto your countertop. So a little bit of flour. Then I'm gonna take my dough and I'm gonna put it on here. Alright, so the next thing that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna take just a little piece of the dough. You can cut it or you can just pinch it. Just a small piece. Dust it in the flour and we're gonna roll it into a ball. Just a little bit bigger than the size of a dumpling. So we're gonna roll it into a ball. Just like this. And then I'm gonna be placing it onto my cookie sheet. So about this size. Make sure it's nice and neat. Place it onto the cookie sheet. Again, you pinch a little bit, roll it, and we're gonna fold it into a ball. I'm gonna roll it nice. You can also like pinch the bottom of it like this. Roll it into a ball like that, and we place it onto the cookie sheet. Try and make sure that they're all the same size. So just like that. Roll it into a ball like that. Place it into the cookie. Okay guys, so I'm done rolling them into a ball. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be covering them and then leaving them to double in size again. Okay guys, so moving right along, I've added more flour to my surface. Now this is the dough, so I'm gonna take each ball, I'm gonna put it here, press it a little, and then I'm gonna dust my rolling pin and I'm gonna roll it out. Roll it out into a circle like that. I'm gonna set it aside, get another one, press on it, roll it out with my rolling pin, just like that. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of flour on it just so they don't stick. So this one. Alright guys, so I'm done rolling out the dough into a circular form. So what I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna be shaping it into the form of a cocoa bread. So first I'm gonna dust off the excess flour, lay it flat. I'm gonna get some softened margarine and I'm just gonna brush it onto half of my dough. And you have to make sure that you get the edges, okay? So my softened margarine, half of it. Then what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be folding it like this. So just like that. Then I'm also gonna be brushing the margarine onto half of this again. And again, we go close to the edge. And then we're gonna fold again. And it should look something like this. And we place it on our cookie sheet. Again, dust the excess flour off like this. Softened margarine on half of it. We fold. Half again. Close to the edge. And we fold again. So just like that. Place it on our. Okay guys, so I'm done folding the dough. So next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover again and let them rise for about 15 minutes and then we move on to the next step. Alright guys, so they sat for 15 minutes. So now we're at the final step, which is step 7. So I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So now I'm going to be placing them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Alright guys, they are all done. They stayed in the oven for exactly 20 minutes and they smell amazing. So while they're hot, I'm gonna be brushing them with some melted margarine. And there you have it guys, my delicious, soft and buttery cocoa bread. It is so easy to make, step by step recipe. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. You can have this with any filling of your choice, whether Jamaican patty, fish, vegetables, you decide. It is delicious. And you can also have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or even as a tasty snack. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.